Kelvin, what do you say that we get the rope gun? Follow me. Nothing here. Where could it be? Yes, guys, this exploit is real. You can easily glitch your way up this cave wall. But where is the fun in that? If you want to clear this entire cave system, stay with me. Daughters and sons of the forest, hello, I am Don Nico and welcome to my channel. Going through the cave systems in Sons of the Forest can give you an anxiety attack or two. Don't ask how I know that. It's dark in there, it's cramped, it's dark, it's too open, it's dark, it's infested with creepy mutants. Did I forget to mention that it is dark? All that, but oh boy, is it worth it. My anxiety brethren and sistren, do not worry yourselves, I've got your back. Let me guide you all the way through each cave system in the game, so that no surprise stands in the way of your amazing gaming experience. This is part 1 of Don Nico's Sons of the Forest Cave Guide, and I'll walk you through the rope gun cave. The first cave could have easily been the Rebreather cave. However, being prepared is the key to success. That is why I have chosen the rope gun cave. With a little bit of guided running and hoarding through the portion of the island, you can get all the tools and resources needed for a successful cave cleanup. And that just when the first night starts, when it is dark everywhere, so you might as well be in the cave and advancing through the game. If you're already stocked up and you have the flashlight, enough batteries, modern axe, pistol, ammo, food, drinks and whatnot, or you just want to see where what is in this cave, feel free to skip the preparation by using the timestamps in the description of the video. At the current state of the game, patch 3, there are 3 potential crash sites. I have chosen the beach for this guide, because I get to show you 2 additional loot points this way. No matter where your helicopter crashes, all preparation steps from the flashlight site are exactly the same, and that is just 2 loot points ahead. The crash site loots differ minimally, as you can see on the screen. Also, this crash site does not need a shelter to save the game, as the Machete camp is just across the bay. To be aware of the exact position, pay attention to my GPS tracker at every new loot point. Clicking on the mouse scroll button will zoom in and zoom out. I will do that every time, and so can you. Now that the crash site is cleared, it is time to move on to your second loot point. The Rebreather cave. I am not going in as I want it boarded up for the part 2 of the guide, but it is definitely 30 seconds well spent because of 2 packs of 9mm ammo. There are no hostiles in the entrance chamber. Across this little bay is the next loot point. You can swim if you want, but you might get bitten by a killer whale. It is better to stay on the beach and pick up small rocks normal rocks, and one rope next to those dead whales. The Machete camp is an amazing loot point, as you can read on the screen. Feel free to pause every time a list shows up in this guide. Remember to save the game. Zoom out the GPS tracker and aim for the leftmost purple marker, that one in the upper part of the screen. A decent run through the forest is ahead. It is a good idea to spam E button and collect everything as you go. Any natives you encounter on the way will leave you alone, for as long as you mind your own business and keep moving toward the purple marker, and you will hear the beeping eventually. Here is the flashlight site. There are some goodies here. And when you cut the rope of that Team B member, the flashlight will wait for you below. Feel free to carefully fall down. I play only on hard and even custom hardest difficulty, and I have never died here. Heal. Zoom in the GPS tracker and go for this crossroads. The music will indicate that you are on the correct path. One of the best loot points of the game, as well as the best early game melee weapon that can be found here at the eponymous Modern Axe camp. Feel free to save here. Let's go for that green marker now. Not the right one. The left one. That one. This is the entertainment bunker, better known as the 3D printer cave. As you can see, it is a cornucopia. Go in, no hostiles, collect everything that is laying about and print the flask. You can come back and print other stuff any other time. Now that you have the flask, do not forget to fill it with water. Zoom out the GPS tracker and aim for the purple marker in the sea. The next loot point is easily missed, but it is in the direct straight line path from the bunker to the marker. It is a pity to miss these throwables and bullets. Continue for the purple marker. Next loot point is on the beach. Listen to the tunes and read and collect all the lovely loot this dead mercenary is packing. Make sure you're full on health, because the shark is more than likely to take a bite out of you. On hard difficulty it is about 1/3 of your health. I got away without it nibbling on me. Now that you have the pistol, you can shoot the damn shark. One bullet is all it needs, just don't miss. It is time to finally aim for the rope gun cave. But swim for that cliff. There are 2 mini loot points along the way. One pretty important. Go up to the forest here and keep heading for the cave entrance. It is the sundown, but I have wasted a lot of time explaining where I am. So it is definitely doable to visit all these loot points within 8 in-game hours, which is the time that you have before the sundown. Do not get scared of the dark. It is only day 1. The natives are not very hostile at the moment, especially because I never killed anyone. You see this precipice? When you jump from it, it is a stun baton. A very efficient weapon against twins, and there are at least 3 in the rope gun cave. You see, this is the entrance to the rope gun cave. Opposite of it, there are 2 great containers for you. Hoard the goodies that you can find in front of the rope gun cave here. Craft the bow, a spear, or few. Hotkey everything the way you like it. And this is what your inventory should look like now. I saved the game for the purposes of this guide, so can you, to reduce the pre-cave anxiety to the minimum. Go ahead, feel safer, build a shelter, save, and you're ready to go in. This is the only at the moment finished cave system in which it is next to impossible to get lost. It is a long cave system, but a very straightforward one. To not make the guide longer than it needs to be, I will not show all the fights, but I will tell you how to get past each enemy. There are about 50 of them, half of them are the most annoying type, the mutated babies. 8:30, time to go in. The entrance chamber has no enemies and some loot, as you can see on the screen. The first chamber has 5 puffies and an abundance of loot. Keep quiet. Craft yourself a bone armor. There are a few options here. Run like mad all the way to the sluggy, sneak all the way to the sluggy, engage them all at once, but I think the best way is to keep quiet and isolate them one by one. When you are done with them, never forget to skin them for creepy armor. After this third update, you can even burn them for bones, but we will skip that for now. So I'm back where we entered. Collect all the goodies from there, where you can see a shadow of a cross, and then go left there. Here is the left where we came from. There is where you came from. This is left from there. Go into this corridor, and at the end you will find a pile of flesh blocking the way. Its name is Sluggy. When you approach it, you can find 2 time bombs, pick them up and blow him up. Another option is to poke him to death from safe distance. It is a bit tedious, but you can save an explosive for later for more dangerous enemies. At the end of this corridor and at the beginning of the second chamber, there are 3 to 5 puffies and 2 fingers. Try to isolate puffies to attack you one by one. Try to do that in this corridor without attracting fingers' attention. Also, do not get swarmed, as they are dangerous if several of them corner you. Deal with the fingers after you had dealt with puffies, and I recommend blowing them up. All fingers needs is 1 explosion very close. There is the second one at his favorite spot next to the cube drawing. This is where you came from. Collect all the goodies and advance. A twins is lurking about. Twins require more than 1 explosive to be killed on hard difficulty. This is the cube drawing. Endgame. This is where stun baton comes in handy. Stun the mutant, hotkey switch to modern X and bash it. Doing this stun bash action twice guarantees a success. Once was enough. And now, at the end of this second chamber, there are damn mutant babies. Deal with them any way you find it efficient. For me, it is by cursing the day the developers thought of them. Go down this corridor. There are no enemies until you enter third chamber. This second chamber has pretty much nothing in the beginning, 2 crates in the middle, and several hostiles, 3 to 5 puffies and 1 to 3 fingers at the end. As always, don't let them swarm you. Modern Axe for the puffies, throwables for the fingers. You're now entering a long corridor and approaching its end. There will be about 5 little monstrosities. Try to not lose all the armor. The monstrosities. Now that another batch of infant mutants is dealt with, the corridor goes 2 ways. Straight is for some ammo and a story item. To the left is the corridor of bones with more creepy babies at the end, guarding the entrance to the 4th chamber. Kill them all! So there is the corridor of bone. The story item. Okay. Fingers. So straight for the 4th chamber, filled with water and mutant urine that has a very low ceiling, several babies and a fingers, and here is just some loot. More babies. And now, at the end of the chamber is the main reward of this quest. The rogue gun. Go down and practice stun baton and modern axe stun bashing on 2 twins. And at the end of this final chamber is the corridor that leads to the back entrance to this cave. This is where you exit. It took me 14.5 in-game hours to clear out the rope gun cave. Hello, Kelvin. This was part 1 of Don Nico's Sons of the Forest cave guide. We went all the way through the rope gun cave. If you found this video helpful, give it a like to get it some exposure. If you want something done differently, leave a comment and I will try to oblige. If you want to see more videos like this, subscribe to my channel to not miss any. In the meantime, check out my new playthrough of the game, 1001 Dead Cannibals. I am Nico, stay well, and I'll see you in the next one.